This is a video I'm really excited to make. Basically, what I'm going to do today is kind of go through the process in which we use to find leads and nurture leads for things like cold outreach, email, phone call, LinkedIn outreach, social media outreach, Instagram DMs, things like that. So, really cool process. It's pretty relatively basic. We use N8N primarily. Actually, I do use Cursor now that I'm thinking about it, so I need to pull that up as well. But to enrich leads and things like that. But pretty simple process. I'm going to walk through it. I feel like for me, having started an agency and now making content about it, I always found that the content I was consuming and learning from was never complete, right? I don't know, something was missing. Maybe I wasn't applying it correctly, or maybe I sort of fell into that echo chamber, that trap of I just need to consume, and learn, which is not good. But I want to, I guess, have a stab at it and try to teach somebody something that maybe I felt was missing when I was kind of learning these things. So, with that being said, it's a pretty simple workflow. Is it perfect? No. We're always iterating, always looking to grow and learn and try to refine things as we grow. So, I'm totally open to if anybody has done something similar to this before in the past to, give me their 2 cents and maybe think of ways where we could refine our approach and make things better. So, with that being said, I'll jump into it. It's pretty cool, pretty simple. It's two N8N workflows. They just route information to Google Sheets, and then what I do is I use Cursor to enrich those leads. I use a GitHub repo called Scrapling, as you can see here on the screen. Really cool tool. I've messed around with a few of these. There's a couple others that aren't coming to my head right now. And basically what it is it's web scraping. I'm a big Apify user too. I like Apify a lot. What Apify does is it can scan, social media. So we use that for Instagram, a little bit of LinkedIn. It can be dangerous because, that stuff, LinkedIn and Facebook and Reddit, I think, but all these social medias are they have a pretty hard stance when it comes to scraping their platforms. So the information can be hit or miss, but nonetheless, Apify is a great tool, very popular in the space. So we use it to help nurture our leads and stuff like that. So basically, what Scrapling is a Python scraping library, and it's really cool because it's adaptive. So if a website changes, it can pick that up. It can bypass protection if a website kind of blocks scrapers, things of that nature. So it's really cool in that sense. You don't really have to, I guess, upkeep it, things like that. So it'll get the job done. It'll find ways to do it. It's adaptive. It's agentic. You know what I mean? So really cool tool that we've recently started exploring to scrape leads, and yeah, it can scrape multiple websites at once. You can run it in various sessions. And the biggest thing about it is the price. You save a lot of money using Scrapling. So I was kind of looking for a solution where we saved money, get the same or better output, didn't have to worry about upkeep and things like that. Because Apify, like I said, it's hit or miss. We pay right now $29 a month. So yeah, that's what it is. As you can see here, it's got a bunch of key features. Multi-session support, like I mentioned, you can run it multiple times at once. Anti-bot bypass, it's gonna find its way around any protections on a website. Smart element tracking, it's going to relocate elements after website changes. It's relatively fast. I wouldn't say it's lightning fast. I scraped about 500 leads the other day, and it took me about 90 minutes to enrich all of them, which isn't the end of the world. You just let it run and sit back and relax. And to something I just realized is that I could have just ran, let's say, 100 leads in 5 different sessions and gotten the same results in a fraction of the time. So that's kind of the value in being able to run multiple sessions. So with that being said, enough about Scrapling. Let's jump into the workflows. So here we have the workflow. It's very simple. We've been messing around with our lead scraper quite a bit because we're just trying to optimize to get the best possible information, I guess. This is kind of where we're at now. Like I said, I'm open to suggestions if you guys have better options. We're currently running a lot of cold email outreach, so we're trying to optimize ways to find quality emails and things of that nature. So with that being said, this is the first part of the lead scraping workflow. So what we do is we have a query here. Currently, we're looking at med spas in Florida and New Jersey. So you got different counties in New Jersey, same with Florida. Just put in all the names here in a JavaScript code node, and then we send it to Outscraper. Outscraper is a really cool tool. We've been using it for a while. Similar deal to Apify. It's pay per usage, so it's a little cheaper. And we've had some pretty good success with it. So the objective of this workflow, the first one, is just to get the actual businesses. We get their website, their phone number, the name obviously, and a couple of other things I'm going to show you in a second. But yeah, basically what it does is it'll take the queries from the previous node, and it gets, I think, I set a limit on it so it doesn't time out, you know what I mean? You can mess with this too, change the value, get more or less output. So we got about 501 run, which is pretty good. We had quite a few queries as you saw in the previous node here. And then what it does is it runs it through the rest of the workflow. We have an if node here. So basically what that does is if the website exists, it'll send it to the Google Sheet. If not, it does not. So pretty cool. As you can see, simple. Company name, website, phone number. You get the city and the state. That's all we're looking for in this first run. And then from here, what we do is we go to that cursor scraper that I built. So this is what it is. I'm not going to run it because it would take quite a bit of time, but basically here's the README. You can go through it. I'm going to link all this stuff in the description. I'll link Scrapling. I'll leave the JSON for the end-to-end workflow, all that stuff, so you guys can maybe use it and test it out for yourselves. But it's pretty cool, actually. I shared this with my brother, so I have this scraper as a GitHub repo as well, which I could actually share too. And it really tells you how to set it up, right? You clone the repo, create an environment. You got to get your API keys, obviously, and then you run it, right? You say exactly what you're looking for, and that's that. So here, for example, obviously it's catered to MedSpa, so it's going to say something like this. If you want to change it, literally just go into Cursor, your IDE, whatever it is, and say, I want to target dental, I want to target B2B, SaaS companies, I want to target roofers, you know what I mean? So it's really cool stuff, and obviously customizable. So look, what it does basically is I save the Google Sheet as a CSV. I upload it here in the scraper folder on my device. I think it's, the Outscraper output CSV, right? So I name it that, I put it in here. This is the old one, obviously. And then what it does is it'll find that in the folder, scrape it, and then it'll give me, as you saw here, the MedSpa enriched CSV with all the information I'm looking for, and I'll show you that in a second. So pretty simple, as you can see, the second stage of the goluda.ai MedSpa lead pipeline, Outscraper output, take this script, which you're about to see here, and then it gives me the MedSpa enriched CSV, and then it gets sent to the second end-to-end workflow, which I'm going to show you in 1 second. Owner name, email, business email, services, booking platform, active marketing, membership, all this good stuff. Years in business, employee count, qualification score, score reasoning, pain points, reactivation angle, even a call opener when we call them and things like that. So really incredible stuff. It's super cool. And as you can see, it's a fraction of a penny per site using Claude Haiku. So about $2 for 500 leads. I think I may have ran it on Sonic, because like I said, I paid about $5 for a 500 lead run. If I'm not mistaken, I checked our API usage, but nonetheless, incredibly cheap, incredibly affordable, makes a ton of sense. Here's the output columns and the qualification scoring. So all the information's there, guys. You just have to read through it and use it. And yeah, so what the output is right here. All the information's here. I'm going to blur it out because obviously it's pretty confidential, but you have the company name, website, phone, city, state, owner name, owner email, business email, their services, the booking platforms they use, which is important for our outreach, marketing, memberships, how long they've been in business, how many employees, and then obviously the qualification score, the reasoning, the pain points, the reactivation angle, stuff like that. So really, really incredible. Obviously it's hit or miss when it comes to owner names and emails, which is just, it's the name of the game, right? You're not going to get 100% of them. So what we do is we'll filter the inputs and find only leads with either owner names or emails, and we will run it through this end-to-end workflow automation. This is pretty cool stuff. Relatively simple. I'll run through it. So what it does, obviously you execute the workflow. It's going to read the Google Sheet I just showed you, and it's going to loop 200 whatever times. It's going to run through Prospeo, which is an email finder. I have a few of these nodes deactivated right now because I'm kind of tinkering with things. I think I was having issues with Apify, the Instagram scraper, and Prospeo. So I got to get back to that. Obviously, like I said, it's always a work in progress. In a typical workflow, we scrape for any emails that we haven't found using Prospeo. Wait nodes, just so things don't, time out. The Apify Instagram scraper, we get their Instagram. We're doing Instagram outreach as well on social media and stuff like that. Then obviously, of course, it's going to merge the data. And then here we write the email subject. So I have it prompted right now. I'm still messing with this too. I don't love the copy. It's not where I want it to be. It's a little too AI generated, but we're trying to find ways to automate this process. So then it's going to ping the Anthropic API. Same deal with the Outscraper here, same deal with the email body, and then it's going to populate all three into the Google Sheet I'm about to show you. It's going to take the outputs and then, like I said, send it to the Google Sheet, and it's going to loop around for each lead, and it's going to customize the copy to each business, their pain points, all that good stuff. So, and yeah, here's the output. I'm in test mode right now. We're messing around with the copy, so I don't want to go crazy and burn all my tokens. You can see the qualification scores here. Subject lines, email openers, email bodies, and then we have the call opener here. Like I said, I'm messing around with the Instagram handles, so we haven't scraped those yet, but it's a work in progress. Really cool workflow so far. We're enjoying using it. It's really powerful, and once we get this thing to 100%, we're going to be churning out leads left and right. So I just wanted to give you guys a little insight as to how we do things here, and obviously learning, growing, iterating, improving as time goes on, and yeah, hopefully you guys got something from this. Leave a comment if you are curious to know more, or have any questions, or even some advice to help us optimize things. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one.